it's Becky. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. My channel is all about my journey through my 40s as I try to get my poop in a group. I'm working on my financial, my physical, and my mental health with a primary focus to begin with on my financial health. I really hope that you will consider subscribing and coming along with me. I would love to have you on my journey. Today's video is about decisions. If you watched my debt confession video that I posted a couple of weeks ago, you'll see that I have just over $7,000 in very high interest credit card debt. And my goal is to pay that off this year. I'm coming to the realization that I just don't know that that is possible. Because I have two cards that have quite high interest. I'm sorry, not high interest, well, they do, but quite high balances. One of them is close to $3,000 and one of them is close to $2,000, plus all the other little cards that I have added up. It wasn't looking like I was going to make it. So I posted a video yesterday and I apologize for the quality of the audio in that video. I was in my car and my car it's not a Tesla, y'all. It's quite loud. It's a Soul, and I love my Soul, but it's quite loud. And I live in Central Texas, and it was like 84 degrees yesterday morning when I was driving. So I had the AC on, and my car is so fancy, like auto turns on the AC, even though I turned it off. So it was blowing right into the microphone, and I couldn't stop it, and I kept turning it off, and it kept blowing anyway. So anyway. Thank you to those who watched that video and who watched it all the way through, and especially thank you to those who commented and gave me your opinion. What I had asked was, do you recommend that I do a debt consolidation loan, or do you recommend that I continue on my path to pay off my cards? Either way, I'm planning to pay them off around this time next year. That should be the way I get it done. But the debt consolidation loan, I was hoping would save me some money in interest. And the other way, I mean, I would just be paying all of the interest, but I wouldn't have to take out an additional loan. And I really wasn't sure what the consensus was, because I have heard very strong arguments on both sides. It's not like I had overwhelming debt that I can't handle. I can handle my payments. I could make my payments. I just was looking to save myself some money in the interest. Overwhelmingly, everyone that commented agreed that I should go ahead and get the debt consolidation loan. So I had already applied with my credit union prior to posting that video just to see if I could get approved and what I could get approved for. I had also applied through Credit Karma and been accepted for a couple of places and started the application process through Upstart. The Upstart loan was 22% interest, just over 22% interest, which sounds very high, but is still significantly lower than the credit card debts that I had. The highest credit card debt that I had was $29.99, and then the lowest one was, well, the lowest one that was in my name was like 23 something. There's one that's in my dad's name that's 18 something, so that's lower than the 22. I heard back from the credit union yesterday afternoon, and they told me what I was expecting them to say, which is, unfortunately, we are not able to offer you a line of credit at this time due to your credit history, which is totally fair. If I knew that somebody had defaulted on a loan with another bank, it would take me a while to trust them again, too. I did reach back out to the loan officer that had responded to my loan request, and I said, I understand, and that is what I was expecting you to say, and thank you very much. Would I be able to do a secured loan using my vehicle? And she was like, yeah. So I was able to get a secured loan using the title to my vehicle because I owned my vehicle. Well, I owned my vehicle outright. My car's value is apparently around $14,000, and that's twice what I need, so I don't want that much money. And my interest rate that they were able to offer me, and if you watched yesterday's video, I was hoping for around a 15% interest rate. The interest rate that I ended up being able to qualify for was 6.541. Y'all, that is lower than I could have hoped for, so I went ahead and I did it, and I went over to the bank at lunch today, and I got my loan paperwork, and I got my money deposited already. It's already in my account. So tonight we get to do the fun job of putting it all into YNAB and assigning all of these dollars a job. I will say I was super excited when I saw that money hit my account. Like, it was within an hour of me leaving the bank and coming back, and it hit my account. And I've already gone ahead and paid the cards, but I need to put it into YNAB. So let me shrink myself into the corner. Y'all, again, I'm in my room because it's like almost 7. Well, it's 6:30. Nathan's home from work, and he is in playing video games where I normally record. And I really, really wanted to come on and tell y'all my decision and get this YNAB budget with me going, because I'm so excited to get it in here and see what I'm doing. So I'm going to shrink myself into the corner as I do, and you can see, remember me talking about going to Cheesecake Factory? So I ended up paying for just my mom, my nephew, and my niece, and myself, obviously. But that was with tip, was like $183 something, almost $184 for the 4 of us to eat Cheesecake Factory. We all had a drink, not an alcoholic drink, but we all had like a beverage with our dinner. We all had a slice of cheesecake after our meal. So I didn't want anybody to feel like they couldn't eat what they wanted. It was Mom's birthday. It was Joe's birthday. Anyway, I'm glad I was able to do it. And I had pretty much already decided to do the debt consolidation at that point. I'm just going to be honest, when I posted that video, and every time I see somebody on here asking if they should do one, I'm always like, they're going to do one because it's just what everybody always does. But I just wanted to see what other people's opinions were before I actually did it. I hadn't committed to anything. And then I also paid rent. So when Nathan put his money, all of the bills into Splitwise, I actually only ended up owing him $397.63. I'm really not sure how it's so low. I think it's because I booked the campsite, because we're going camping with like a group of friends for St. Patrick's Day, and I paid for the campsite. So he and I were going to split that. So I think that really is where the majority of it is, and then the dog food as well. And I paid for something. I don't know. It always comes out evenly. But that was a lot less. So that's where this other $100 is coming from, is from the rent. So I want to go ahead and cover my underfunded, and then I want to pay these cards. So I need to cover the underfunded for dining out. Do I have more things? Oh, I don't have anything highlighted. I was like, why is it not? There we go. Sorry, y'all. My brain's a mess. My brain is so excited about getting these debts paid off that I can't even function. So now look at how much money I spent on dining out this month. Oh my goodness. Okay. And then I am going to go ahead and put a little bit more in gas. I will go ahead and I'll probably put in another, I'll put in another 30, just because I think I am pretty low and it's really cold. So I want to go ahead and fill my gas up. Oh, because like I said, it was 84 degrees yesterday when I went in to pick up my mom and hang out with her for the day. And today it's 32. It's freezing. There's like freezing rain going on because Texas. Okay. And then I'm going to cover this reimbursable. This will be covered with the money that Nathan paid me back, which is why it came out of what I owed him for rent. And what else do I need to pay? Nope, that's full. And I don't need to put any money in credit card interest, so I took that all out of there. I'm going to do the credit cards last because I'm super excited. I'm going to fund my households because I overspent in all of these categories. Oh my goodness, y'all. I have just gone crazy this month. But I have been watching a lot of Budget With Me videos because I enjoy watching Budget With Me videos. And it seems like everybody's had a pretty rough February. And I don't know what is in the water that's making everybody just spend money in February. But everybody seems to be doing it, which I'm not excusing myself, but there's something going around that's making everybody spend money. Okay, I am also going to go ahead and put some money in clothing since now I can. I'll put the $25 in there. So that leaves me a total of $6,818.78. So let me tell y'all what I have decided to do with this money. And then I'm going to also take you into the loan feature of YNAB, which I just started learning about yesterday when I was thinking about doing a debt consolidation loan. In my test budget that you saw me set up a couple of videos ago, I went in and I added as if I had a loan, and I played around with what the interest rate would be and how much I would have to pay it off within 12 months, because that's my goal. The loan that I received is actually a 48-month loan, and my payments are only $166.99 a month. I will be making much larger payments than that. But those are my minimum payments for 48 months. But I want to pay it off in 12 months. I'm going to pay a lot more than that. But let's get this money assigned. So I went on to my Capital One app today, and I paid off my Walmart card and my Capital One card, because Walmart has gone back and forth between Synchrony and Capital One a couple of times, but currently it's with Capital One. So I paid those 2 cards off. Well, here's the thing with Capital One. I just put the that 183 on there last night. It hasn't cleared. So the amount that I paid is actually $183 less than this. I need to open my app because I wrote the number down and then I left it on my desk. So let me open the app and figure out what I actually paid Capital One today. While I do that, I'm going to skip Chase Amazon. That is the card that is in my dad's name. I paid off Mission Lane for $41.59. I paid off PayPal. Oh, that felt so good. This is my highest debt that I had. And it was not the highest interest rate, but it is also the oldest debt of all of this. I have had this debt on here forever without paying it off. It felt so good. It felt so good to pay that off. So now all of that is funded. What am I missing? Oh, I skipped Maurice's and Sam's Club for some reason. I put my whole $216.52. I paid off the whole $221.83 to Maurice's, and then I paid off the full $770.18 to Sam's Club. Guys, I've already made these payments. None of them have left my account yet, but I've already made all of these payments, and that felt so good. It felt so good to know that all those cards are paid off. It just felt so good. Okay. What I actually paid on my Capital One today was $780.96. And then the other $183 I can't pay because it's not showing as due. It's not allowing me to pay it. So when it comes up as allowing me to pay it, I have the money funded for it. So my plan is to pay $1,000 for Chase Amazon. So I'm going to put $1,000 in here. And then I want to pay it off by December. So when I go into March, I've already set up all these targets. In order to pay this off by December, I need to spend $81.78 a month. I'm going to continue to pay the $100 I have been paying, and that will bring me down to, it's going to be just over 8 months that I have to pay this card. So before December, it'll be paid off, and that will be the last of my credit cards that is paid off. Again, this is the card that's in my dad's name, so this is the one that was the least priority for me to pay off. I do want to pay it off. Obviously, I want to pay it off, but it's not one of the ones that is affecting my credit. So I want to get all of this off of my credit and keep these cards at zero. I am going to continue to use the cards as I have been recently, and use them and pay them and use them and pay them. One of the things that made me decide I really wanted to do a debt consolidation loan is the fact that my minimum payment is only $167. And now, even though I fully intend to pay at least $500 a month to get this debt paid off within a year, if something happens, if the transmission falls out of my car, if, I don't know, I end up in the hospital and I can't work for a week, if something happens, there is a little bit more of a buffer in my budget that I can only pay the $167 and have that couple of extra $100 available to me to pay another bill if I need to buy groceries if I need to. That is not my intent, but my intent is to get rid of credit card debt and not rack it back up. And the way that I can do that until my savings is built up is to have some wiggle room, some buffer in my budget where I don't have every single penny, where I can't find any money anywhere else and I have to go use a credit card. So that makes me feel so much better. It just takes a weight off of my chest, to know that if something were to come up, that I could do it. If I don't know, I can't even think of a scenario, but it's just nice to know that it would be available to me. So I'm putting that $1,000 as well toward Chase. So that leaves me $757.61. And y'all, I haven't decided where to put this. So come play with me. Let's look. One of the things, let's go back to February. I know that I talked about that wine membership that I have coming up, that will be charged to my card. So this card here, this Mission Lane card, I am planning to cancel this card. This card has no rewards, and this card has an annual fee. It is the only one of my cards that has an annual fee. And it is actually one of the very few cards that doesn't have any rewards. Obviously, my Maurice's and my my Old Navy card don't have rewards because they're like clothing stores. Maurice's and Old Navy are clothing stores, in case you're not familiar with them. They don't give you rewards, but all the actual credit cards I get a percentage back on. So I use them to buy, like if I'm at Walmart, I'll use that to buy my gas or my groceries at Walmart or whatever I'm buying, and then I'll just pay it off. It'll come out of my category. My Venmo, like I've mentioned in previous videos, I use that for my dining out and for my groceries most of the time because of the cash back that I get, and it adds up. I mean, it's almost $20 a month that I get back. That's $120. No. Wait. That's like $240 a year. Is it? Wait, is my math right? Hang on, y'all. Math with me. 20 times 12. $240 a year that it's not quite that, but even if it's $200 a year, why would I not want that? So that's the responsible way to use credit cards. That's the way that Becky of the last year has been trying to use her credit cards, year and a half. But it's going to be so much better now that I have a zero balance to start with and a little bit of wiggle room in my account. For now, I have a wine membership that is going to hit my account. So I'm going to put that money into groceries, I guess. I'm not really sure where to put it. It's wine. Is that fun? Is that groceries? I'm putting it in groceries. And I'm going to put a little bit extra in here as well, just because I don't get paid again until the 4th, and today's the 23rd. So I still have another week to go before I get paid. So $100 for the wine membership, and then I'm going to put I'll put $175 in here for wine membership and groceries, just in cases. I'm going to be realistic, and I'm going to put another $50. Let me just make this $400. And put that in dining out. That is crazy high. That is more than twice what I normally budget for dining out, but I spent $200 of this in one meal. So again, it is what it is. I know I can pay it off. I just don't want to be caught unaware. So now I've got those two things coming up, and then what else do I have coming up that I need to fund? I've already paid rent. Already paid all the credit card interest that I'm going to have, because that's awesome. Y'all, I don't even know where to put this money. I have literally never been in a situation like this. I have never had money that I'm like, I have money and I don't know what to do with this money. Normally it's like, ooh, I guess I better pay this bill. Ooh, I guess I better pay that bill. Sorry for the ums and the ahs and the thinking, but I really wasn't expecting to have that much left over. It's partially because of the rent. Anyway, I'm going to let that sit there for a minute while I show you the loan feature of YNAB, and we'll come back to that. I might just leave it and see if anything else pops up that I'm forgetting about, because, like I said, my brain is kind of in super excited mode, and I'm afraid I'm forgetting something. Worst comes to worst, I can just put it toward the Amazon card and pay that off just even earlier than I had planned. So there is a feature that is brand new to YNAB, like seriously within the last couple of months, and I hadn't used it before. So it's called loans, and you create a loan. And so what I had done is I went in here and I played around. Let me actually open my test budget so I can play around without messing up my actual budget that I've done. So let me go into my test budget. It's opening, thinking about it. Okay, so I went in here and I did a debt consolidation loan, and I played around with different numbers and different rates. And so this is the one after they told me what I was approved for. I went in here and put the rate and the actual minimum payment in here. But and so this is where it tells me if I pay $559.26 every month, I will pay this debt off by March of 2023. Guys, $559.26 is less than the minimum payments that I was making on all of my credit cards. It's not less than what was due. It's less than what I was paying. And that doesn't even include the interest. So I am saving almost $700 in interest on this loan by paying it off early. I'm only paying $270.37 in interest on this loan. That's like 2 months worth of interest on my previous cards. It's a little over 2 months, but it's like 2.5 months worth of interest for the payments I've been making. And that's for 12 months. And this is why I think doing a debt consolidation really was a no-brainer for me in my situation. I'm saving this times 6. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy how much money I'm saving. Okay. So, but what I had originally looked at was, I was thinking that it was going to be, oh, hang on. I went into the wrong thing. Sorry. So I was saying if I get a $7,000 loan and it's a personal loan and my minimum payments are $200 a month and my interest rate is, let's just say it was 20, what did I say it was? 22.36. I don't remember the exact. Let's save that. I was still looking at paying only $1,000 in interest, which is much higher than the $270 I'm paying, but was still lower than what I was paying on all the cards. It was a much higher interest rate, but I was able to pay it off. Let me see. I want to tell it I want to pay it off by, well, that's May. I want to pay it off by March. I was going to pay $611.29. Still almost $200 less than I was paying in the credit cards before. And I would have this card paid off. I did the thing again. By March of next year, which was my goal. So I played around with this. I put in different interest rates. I put in different payments. I put in different payoff dates. I did not put in the 655 until I got that number from the bank because I had no idea it was going to be that low. Like, that was a very happy surprise. So this is if you're interested in YNAB, and I know I've talked about YNAB in like every single video, but maybe this is your first video. If you are not familiar with YNAB and this looks like an interesting tool to you, I will tell you that this tool has changed my life. This tool, if you have a credit card problem, which obviously I have a credit card problem, this tool helps you so much. It has changed your life, and it has changed your life. Not yet, but it could. It has changed my life. And you get a 34-day trial for free, and you don't even have to enter credit card information. I thought that you had to enter credit card information on the app because I saw that in another video somebody talking about. But then somebody else commented today on that video where I said that, and they said that that is not true. That they did it on the app and they didn't have to put their credit card information. What that means is when you sign up for your trial, and you have it for 34 days, if you decide at the end it's not for you, you don't want to keep it, you can't afford it, they won't ever accidentally charge you because they don't have any information. They can't charge you. You just will try to log in on day 35 and you won't have access to it, and they'll ask you for your credit card information then. I am going to put a link in the description box below it's going to be my referral link. It's not an affiliated link. It's just a referral link that everybody who has a YNAB membership gets. If you do decide to use that link and then you try it out for your 34-day trial and you do decide that you like it, you and I will each get an additional 30 days for free at the end of your trial. So it's just something to keep in mind, because this, and you can have as many budgets as you want. And I have my budget, I have my test budget, and then I just created a new test budget, which is so simple to do, y'all. If you ever want to just do a new budget, you just click it and hit fresh start. I don't want to do that right now because I just did that, but I have one for my mom in here. If you have kids and you're giving them an allowance and you want to teach them how to start budgeting, this is a great way to do it. It's just a great tool. I love it. So I'm going to go back to my budget and we're going to figure out, I think I'm just going to put this money in holding for now, because I feel like when I was doing this earlier, I had a plan for all of the money, and now I can't think of it, and I really don't want to put it somewhere else and put it toward that Chase Amazon card and then remember what I was going to do with it. So for right now, I'm going to put this in my holding for now. Hopefully I can put some of this towards savings. The savings challenges for this month from the Budget Moms group, that would be a really great thing to do with it. I just want to look at all this yellow. I don't want to make any more money, pay any more money on that. I already paid them. I already paid my contacts this month. I'm not putting any more toward interest because the only one that will still accumulate interest is the Chase card, the Amazon card, and I already put the interest for this month on there, so I'm good. And the interest will go down significantly with that $1,000 payment. Y'all, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Thank you so much to everyone who commented. Would you please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it? I'm going to go ahead and sign off, get done with my evening, let y'all move on. And I'll come back and check and see how I'm doing. See if I thought this was a right decision. Go ahead and leave a puppy emoji. Let me know you got all the way to the end of the video. And if you would please consider subscribing, it would mean so much to me. Y'all, I am more than halfway to 100 subscribers in less than a month. When I hit 100 subscribers, I'm going to do a giveaway. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put some of this money in a giveaway category. I'll create that off screen because I already told you I was ending the video. Promises, promises. But I'm going to do a little giveaway when I hit 100. So go ahead and subscribe. I guess I will see you in the next video. Y'all have a great evening. Bye.